Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The brothers who set up for the tutoring and reading the sentences on the WhatsApp group, the notice have been sent, the invitation has been sent out to you. Y'all just have to answer the invitation and start sending your sentences to the group. These are for the men. You just have to accept the invitation that has been sent to you all and send your sentences to your group, to the tutor in your group. The group have been set up.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. The group came through, but they have it where only admins can post.
Okay, I'll try to straighten it out. But if you can just send your just accept the invitation, inshallah. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get started. Barakallahu feekum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. نحن في الصفحة الثانية والسبعين. We're on page number 72. قال المؤلف حفظه الله الدرس الخامس. We're on lesson number 5. Lesson number 5. And it's just like yesterday that we started. Lesson number 1 was ضمير المنفصل, pronouns that are not attached at the beginning of a phrase. Then after that we took ضمير المتصل, your pronouns that are attached and they convey possession. They convey possession, and they also indicate that something is ma'rifah, that is definite. After that, we took ma'rifah wa nakira, which is definite and indefinite. And don't think that definite and indefinite is one lesson. It's 2 lessons. It's a lesson of definite and a lesson of indefinite. And we learn from that lesson that a sentence generally is a definite and an indefinite, that which makes a sentence. And we know exception to the rule that if it's 2 definites, it's going to come a pronoun between the 2 to decipher between the 2. And then the 4th lesson was al-mudhakkar wa mu'annath, masculine and feminine. And we understood the sequence of studying these things in order. And when it comes to the Damir al-Munfasil, you understand all of them, and you understand that they're on 3 categories: 1st person, 2nd person, or 3rd person. Okay? And I want us to go back to that right now before we begin, because there's something that passed us by in that lesson that we did not name, and I think it's very important for us to name it. Okay? At the end of that class there, and we failed to mention this, and we should have mentioned it because it's in the class. Okay. Let me just find the page. Okay. The 1st person is called Damirul Mutakallim, the pronoun of the speaker. That's 1st person. Damirul Mutakallim. Are you all with me? I see this on the board. Let me make it bigger. Okay. 1st person is called Damirul Mutakallim, the pronoun of the speaker. The pronoun of the speaker. In it is ana wa nahnu. Damirul Mutakallim, the pronoun of the speaker. Then we have Damir al-Mukhatab. Mukhatab is the one being spoken to, 2nd person. Mukhatab means he's being spoken to. With a fatha on the top, Mukhatab. Damir al-Mukhatab. That's the 2nd person. And Damir al-Ghaib. Ghaib means not present. Ghaib, like ghaib, unseen, not present. That's 3rd person. And these are the different categories: 1st person, 2nd person, 3rd person. Okay. There's another category of these pronouns, There's another category of these pronouns. What page is this? Okay. This is page number 40. Page number 40. There's another category of pronouns, which is singular, dual, and plural. Singular, dual, and plural. Okay, that's another category. But we don't want to look at it in that category. We want to look at it in the category of damir al-mutakallim, which is first person, which means the pronoun of the speaker. The speaker says I, the speaker says we. Well, damir al-mukhatab, the ones being spoken to, and all of them is anta, anti, antuma, antum, antun. Well, damir al-ghaib, all of them start with a ha. Huwa, hiya, huma, hum, hunna. Are y'all with me? You understand this? Yep, this is very clear. So listen up. We studied Damir al-Munfasal, but when we studied Damir al-Munfasal, we exhausted the topic. We understand that there's 12 pronouns. We understand that they have 3 different categories. It could either be singular, dual, or plural, but that is not the most important category. The way to divide it is Damir al-Mutakallim, Damir al-Mukhatab, and Damir al-Ghaib. Why? Because this is the pronoun of the speaker. Look at the Damir al-Mukhatab. Look at the second person. All of them start with ant. Ant. All of them start with anta, anti, antuma, antum, antunna. Are you all with me? So we exhausted this topic well, and this is the best way to categorize these pronouns. And the Damir al-Ghaib, all of them start with a ha. All of them start with a ha. Huwa, hiya, huma, hum, hunna. So when you hear that ha, you know that it's what? Third person. It's called Damir al-Ghaib. Ghaib means not present, from ghaib, unseen. Okay, we exhausted that well. And then we moved on. Okay, all the way to the end of this chapter here. Damir al-Muttasil. Damir al-Muttasil, again, is on 3 categories. 3 categories. Damir al-Mutakallim is going to be darsi wa darsuna. Darsi wa darsuna. My lesson, our lesson. The speaker says that. But, and this is the best way to categorize pronouns. The one that's Damir al-Mukhatab, the one that's Damir al-Mukhatab, second person, all of them have a kaf. All of them have a kaf. Darusu ka, darusu ki, darusu kuma, darusu kum, darusu kunna. Are you all with me? No. And then the middle ghaib, all of them start with a ha. All of them start with a ha. So this is the best way to categorize this. Darusuhu, darusuha, darusuhuma, darusuhum, darusuhunna. Okay. After we finished that, we went into a nakira ma'rifah, and we studied that very well. We studied that very well, extensively. Okay. Well, we went too far. So now we're on a new chapter here. Well, I'll make it easy for us. We're on chapter DOS number 5. This is the 5th lesson, meaning this is the 5th topic. First topic. Okay. So when it comes to Ma'rifah Nakira, we didn't study it totally. We just took what we need to benefit from it. And the same thing with Mudhakkar wa Mu'annaf, masculine and feminine. We didn't take it totally, but we took enough. And we're still studying it. Alan, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, ad-Dars al-Khamis. The 5th lesson, meaning this is the 5th topic. In it is a lot of lessons. But this is the 5th topic. This is the topic is Mufrad wal Muthanna wal Jama'. Mufrad means singular. Mufrad means singular. Muthanna means dual for 2 people. Wal Jama', Jama' means plural. The wow means and. Singular and dual and plural. Are you all with me? Al Mufrad, singular. Wal Jama' and the dual. Wal Jama' and the plural. Right. That's what this topic is about. And of course, these topics, this chapter in it is going to be in it, ضمير منفصل, ضمير متصل, معرفة ونكرة, and مذكر ومؤنث. Are y'all with me? All the previous lessons are going to be in it. And the previous lessons, they're going to become stronger. The previous lessons are going to become stronger, and we're adding to it. We're adding to it. So we're really broadening our scope. We're broadening our eyesight, our insight when it comes to Arabic. We have already taken. Have we already taken singular and plural? We have taken it already. But now we're giving specific attention to it now. But we have seen the likes of it a little bit. Okay? Iqra wafham. And this is the manner that we study. You know, this is very important. That I give you room, I give you space to try to figure it out on your own. Ample space. Like we're going to go through the whole lesson, and then I'm going to come back and cover you. But we're going to go through the whole lesson. I want you wrestling. I want you struggling. And that's what Arabic is. Okay? You're not just going to be spoon-fed of it. Okay? You repeat after me. عندي درس. عندي درسان. عندي ثلاثة دروس. Again. Same one. عندي درس. So the tanween is very important to make the tanween clear. You study معرفة ونكرة. عندي درسان. عندي ثلاثة دروس. Number 2. Listen up. Yeah, well, you want to make the sentence easy for the student. You want him just to understand first. Like let him get his feet wet first. Don't throw him in the middle of the ocean. Let him get his feet wet. Okay. Number 2. في مدينتي مسجد. في مدينتي مسجدان. في مدينتي مساجد كثيرة. Again. And we learn by what? By comparison. This is our method, right? This is our way. We learn by comparison. Like the first 2 is going to help us understand the last one, right? And that's how we go through our whole book like that. Let's do this over again. في مدينتي مسجد. في مدينتي مسجدان. في مدينتي مساجد كثيرة. Number 3, our attendance was going down. It's 36 people here. Like last week was like nearly 50 all the time, 47. Double them, extra 10 or 11. So you're all hung in there. Don't get bored and don't get overconfident and don't say, oh, I got this. We have a long way to go. If you know this, there's so much you don't know. And we want it all to be easy. Our attendance is going down. And this is the norm in any class. If a class opens in tafsir, if it opens up in hadith, everybody's like, oh, I'm up in there. I'm in there. Oh, that's the lesson I was waiting for. Yeah, okay. Soon as it start going 2-3 months down the road, and people start dropping. So our what's important is that motivation is more important than technique. Anybody can learn this. Y'all don't feel like engineers just because you learned this. Like anybody can learn this. You're not an engineer, rocket scientist, because you learned these little 4 chapters that we learned. Now we're on the 5th chapter. But the motivation, who can hang out? Anybody can learn this. Motivation is more important than technique. So when we started the class, as you know, there was over 100 people registered. 100 was here at the Google Meets. Over 100. You know. Now today is 37, and we ask Allah. 3 of them, my bad. That's like, well, but this is natural, and I tell you, like the teacher wants to spread Arabic. The teacher doesn't open the class for money. Like he wants students. You know, the teacher wants students. What's money gonna benefit me? Like when I get money, I'm gonna start eating now. When I'm gonna start wearing clothing now. I've been eating, been wearing clothing. I'm gonna start driving the car. I've been driving the car. Like when we're gonna get this thing down? Okay. Number 3. Ya Hamza, هل عندك قلم؟ $500. Man. Damn, what's 500? What's 500 times 300? I'll be rich. Oh my goodness. Tell you one more time. Let's go back. Ya Hamza, هل عندك قلم؟ يا حمزة هل عندك قلمان؟ يا حمزة هل عندك بعض أقلام؟ Again. يا حمزة هل عندك قلم؟ I want you to recognize the importance of that tanween. And when you speak, you have to make that clear because it conveys a meaning into the listener when it's nakir. يا حمزة هل عندك قلمان؟ يا حمزة هل عندك بعض أقلام؟ Number 4. أين الولد الصغير؟ أين الولدان الصغيران؟ Contemplate. That's right. Use your brains. أين الأولاد الصغار؟ Like compare, work it out, compute it. Again, أين الولد الصغير؟ أين الولدان الصغيران؟ أين الأولاد الصغار؟ الصغار is the plural of صغير. All right. Let's continue. هل عندكم كوب للشاي؟ هل عندكم كوبان للشاي؟ هل عندكم أكواب للشاي؟ One more time. هل عندكم كوب للشاي؟ هل عندكم كوبان للشاي؟ هل عندكم أكواب للشاي؟ Number 6. في سيارتي رجل. في سيارتي رجلان. في سيارتي 4 رجال. How we doing? Everything's okay? We're gonna go over the meanings. We're gonna go over the meanings. I really want the learning process to take place. I mean, I want you to struggle at the beginning. Like, how do you think people learn how to swim? You have to get out there and splash and kick and put your head under the water, right? And you got to do it. To drown. Almost, right? Almost drown. Almost. And it's like you're going to do it in shallow water. Like you really can't get hurt. Okay. Number 7. Abi عنده زوجة. أبي عنده زوجتان. أبي عنده 4 زوجات. And before I forget, I didn't make this arba'atu rijal wa fatah, arba'atu wa fatah, and make this arba'u zawjatin except for a purpose. Except for a purpose. I did that on purpose. We're going to go over it. Are y'all with me? I want you to recognize that first one had arba'atu, and this one has arba'u. I did that on purpose. All right. Number 8. في غرفتي نافذة كبيرة. في غرفتي نافذتان كبيرتان. في غرفتي 3 نوافذ كبار. Oh, that's a big one there. You see there? You got to do your homework. Yeah, it's a big one there. Nah, we're going to go over it. All right, number 9. أين الكتاب الجديد؟ أين الكتابان الجديدان؟ أين الكتب الجديدة؟ So when you learn in comparison, it clarifies for you. Like when you just heard that أين الكتب الجديدة, when it's mentioned in comparison to that which is before it, you know what it means. It's not laying out by itself. And we have to simplify the process of learning for this next generation that's coming up. We have to bring a bulletproof program. Bulletproof program. Where the teacher has ingenuity and creativity to fill in the blanks. Are y'all with me? I can't put every sentence in the book. I can't put everything in the book, but the teacher has to know, how to fill in the gaps. And number 10. Al-Haqiba fi Sayyarati. Al-Haqibatani fi Sayyarati. Al-Haqaibu fi Sayyarati. Yeah, brothers and sisters, listen. I'm going to tell you all, and like I told you yesterday, when you study Nahu and you want to learn what's the fa'il and the maf'ul bih, they're not going to give you 12 examples. And when you study Hadith, the knowledge of Hadith, what the Hadith is Sahih, and when it's Da'if, and when it's Hasan, they're not going to give you 12 examples. And when you study Tajweed and you learn Idgham or Ikhfa, they're going to give you 3, 4, 5 examples. They're not going to give you 12, but you, with your students, you're going to exhaust and giving them examples, because examples is going to strengthen their understanding. Are y'all with me? Nah. So don't fall short in giving them ample examples, because it's the example that gives them, it allows their brain to work. It's called in the brain something that's called a learning process. And the eyes look at it, the ears listen to it, it compares it with old information, and bang, it brings out the answer. It's a process, But we have to You know, when you take that match and you strike it, it causes the flame. Like you have to strike the match. You have to strike the intellect. These sentences strike the intellect. It strikes it and makes it like rock. Makes like a starter on the motor. The starter chipped and it starts the whole motor. I don't know if the cars today still have starters. Things are probably automatic nowadays. I don't know if they still have starters. But the point being, we have to strike the intellect. Nobody comes to class and they're dumb. Nobody's stupid, pardon my French. Nobody comes to class and they don't want to. But they're intelligent and they want to, but they need ample examples. I mean, ample examples. So you have to bring 12 examples. You have to write 15, 17 sentences. You can't write 4 sentences. Don't do that to the students. So you have to, in your creativity, come with simple, practical sentences in their everyday life. You understand what I'm saying? In their everyday life. Don't come something from Sahih Bukhari. Don't tell me something that Sheikh Frontenac said. Don't come to me what from Tafsir Ibn Kathir. I don't want it. I don't want it. Tell me something from the Salaf al-Salih. Oh, that's good, but it's in the wrong place. Not here. Keep it simple. Right? Number 11. عندي أخ. عندي أخوان. عندي 5 إخوة. So when it's in comparison, you learn that what you didn't even know. You wasn't so 100% sure about it, but when you see it in comparison, like, that's how you say that. And you strike the intellect. Strike it. Number 12. في الغسالة قميص. في الغسالة قميصان. في الغسالة 6 قمصان. في الغسالة 6 قمصان. All right, let's go back to the top. Go back to the top. عندي درس. عندي درس. What does this mean? I have a lesson, right? I have a lesson. Okay. عندي درساني. When you make something muthanna, you add an aleph and a noon to it. عندي درساني. You add the aleph and noon. You add the aleph into the noon to the word dars. You understand that? You add the aleph to the noon to the original word. عندي 3 دروس. What does that mean? عندي 3 دروس. I have 3 lessons. I have 3 lessons. So listen to this. From number 3 to number 10, we use the plural. From number 3 to number 10, we use the plural. So you would say عندي 3 دروس. عندي 4 دروس. عندي 5 دروس. عندي 6 دروس. 6. عندي 7 دروس. 7. عندي 8 دروس. 8 classes. عندي 9 دروس. I have 9 classes. عندي 10 دروس. I have 10. 11. When you get to 11, you say 11 درسا. It goes back to singular. It goes back to singular. You use the plural from 3 to 10. You use the plural from 3 to 10. Remember that. You use the plural from 3 to 10. Okay. طيب. في مدينتي مسجد. What does that mean? في مدينتي مسجد. In my city, there's a masjid. When it means there's a masjid in my city, that's the best way to say it. There's a masjid in my city. There's a masjid in my city. في مدينتي مسجدان. Masjidan, you add an alf and a noon. Uh-uh. Add an alif and a nun. Uh-uh. There's in my city, there's two masjids. Fi madinati masjidani. There are two masjids in my city. All right, this last one. Fi madinati masajidu kathiratun. There are many masjids in my city. In my city, there are many masjids. There are many masjids in my city, yes. Okay, why is there a ta on kathiratun? Why is there a ta on kathiratun? Plural, right? Right. Don't say masajid is feminine, it's plural. That's why. It's plural. Can I ask you a question? Was this mentioned before? Did I mention this before? Right. So now when you get it, it's clear. That's good. And I want you to teach like that. Like you, when there's some lessons that the lesson is understood, you add a little bit more to the lesson. And when they get it, it's already understood. This is the first time. Now it's in a lesson, but we've seen it so many times. We've seen it so many times. So now when we get it, we got it. Okay. Number 2. Ya Hamza hal indaka qalamun. You can leave off Hamza. Do you have a pen? Do you have a pen? Ya Hamza hal indaka qalamani. هل عندك قلمان؟ هل عندك قلمان؟ Do you have 2 pens? Do you have 2 pens? نعم. Okay, listen to this one. هل عندك بعض أقلام? Do you have some pens? Right. بعض أقلام. بعض أقلام. بعض أقلام. Some pens. Some pens. And listen, you'll see at the top of the page it says ثلاثة دروس. ثلاثة دروس. And this one says بعض أقلام. Listen, that is called mudaf إليه. And listen, I purposely, listen, we're like 7 weeks in the class and I refuse to say that term to you. And while we were studying, I've seen many times students write that term, and I refuse to say it because I don't want to scare the student away with terminologies. Okay, I don't like terminologies, and I don't like that. And I don't like when students come in and say, yeah, that's the mubtada, that's the mudaf. And that, like, everybody don't understand that. I'm going to mention it in its due time, you know? And I even see people mention it and they spell it wrong. I'm like, no, it's not spelled like that. You know, like, slow down. That's not how it's spelled. You know, and I want you to know that this is just this connection. I don't want you to get caught up in the phrase mudaf ilay. Forget the phrase. But I want you to understand one thing, that it cannot be separated. You can't say indi thalatha durus. It's one phrase. Thalathatu durusin. Ba'du aqlamin. That's all I want you to know for now. I do not want to say the word. Do you remember when I said the Damir Munfasal? I mentioned it at the end of the chapter. You remember that? At the end of the, because I don't want, could you imagine that you start in an Arabic book and it's like chapter number 1, Damir Munfasal. You'd be like, oh, I'm out of here. I don't know what this is about. I'm gone. I don't want to make Arabic a thing of terminologies. And I see people, that's the mubtada, that's the khabar, and all that. And you don't understand. Maf'ul and being, yeah, you got all the terminology, but you still don't understand. You know, you don't understand. You're not even writing it correctly. You know? So I just want you to understand for now that when you're reading, it has to be together. It has to be together. It's ba'du aqlamin. You can't stop in the middle of it. It's like Abdul Hakim. Well, Abdul Rahman. You can't say, where's Abdul Rahman? You can't do that. It's connected. It's Abdul Rahman, Abdullahi, the servant of Allah. It's together. Okay? And that's the only thing I want you to know, that that's a phrase and it's put together. Okay. Number 4. أين الولد الصغير? Where is the small boy? Where is the small boy? So it's beneficial that we do ma'rifah wa nakira. We get that out the way. And you take your time with your students. If they don't understand, listen, if the student don't understand, maybe it's your fault, teacher. Maybe it's your fault. Take your time. Like, why your students don't understand you? You know, why, take your time and teach it well. Okay? Take your time. When your students don't understand, take your time. Let them know. You can ask me 20 more times. I will be here to help you. Right? Do not make the student intimidated to ask. Okay, we got to get out of that attitude. أين الولدان الصغيران? Where are the 2 small boys? Somebody's just writing the answer like, that's enough talking, Sheikh. Just come on. Somebody's like, just come with the answer like, you're talking too much. We got the point. It's all good. أين الولدان الصغيران? Where are the 2 small boys? أين الأولاد الصغار? أين الأولاد الصغار? Where are the small boys? صغار is the plural for صغير. صغار is the plural for صغير. Okay? We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. هل عندك كوب؟ هل عندكم كوب للشاي؟ New words. New words. Do you have a cup? 40. للشاي. 40. Not of tea. 40. للشاي. Cup 40. Not of tea. For the tea. Not a cup of tea. Meaning an empty cup. You have an empty cup. I'm sorry, I'm getting too many questions here. You have a cup for tea. No, the tea's not plural. There's no plural there. Kuban. Do you have kuban? Do you have a cup? That's not a cup of tea. It's a cup for tea. Would that be TB? I don't get that one. Would that be TB? I'm lost on that one. You have a cup for the tea, right? For the tea or for tea. But do you all? Right? Do you all plural for you all? Right? I'm sorry. Yep. Do you all? Right? How would we say a cup of tea? Kub shai. It would be mudaf mudaf ilayh. Kub shai. No, kub shai. No, cup of tea. هل عندكم كوبان للشاي؟ هل عندكم كوبان للشاي؟ عندكم like you're talking like you're at a restaurant. Do you all have? عندكم is 3 people or more. Do you all have? You're talking at a restaurant. Do you all have cups? You're at your friend's house, the family. Do you all have? Do you have 2 cups for tea? You're speaking to a group of people. Do you all have 2 cups for tea? هل عندكم أكواب للشاي؟ هل عندكم أكواب؟ Do you have cups for tea? Do you have cups for tea? Do you have cups? Like imagine if I came to your house and I have the tea. I'm asking, do you have a cup? I have the tea. I have the tea. Do you have a cup for the tea? You understand? Do you have cups for the tea? I came with the tea. I'm at your house. Do you all have cups? Are y'all with me? في سيارة رجل. في سيارة رجل. There is a man in my car. Right. There's a man in my car. There's a man in my car. في سيارتي رجلان. في سيارتي رجلان. There are two men in my car. So when something is dual, you add the aleph and a nun. You add the aleph and a nun. Okay, I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. I'm going to write it on the board. That's a Muslim. Muslim. So if I add a aleph and a nun, Muslimani, what is that? Muslimani. Two Muslim. Okay, now, what if I add an aleph and a ta? Muslimat. What if I add an aleph and a ta? Muslimat. What if I add an aleph and a ta? All right, that makes it plural for females. So come on, keep your antenna up. Keep your antenna up. A aleph and a noon makes it muthanna. Aleph and a ta makes it feminine. Okay, what about this? What does this mean? What does that mean? A female. Now, all right, if that's female. Then what's this? Muslimatani. Muslimatani. What's that? Two female. All right, keep your antenna up. Keep your antenna up. Look what the aleph and nun is getting attached to. Look what's extra. Okay? If it's an aleph and a ta, that's a group of women. If it's an aleph and a nun, it's dual. Okay? All over the Quran. That's what that. But is it for group? It's an aleph and nun. Like for aleph and a nun, that's for dual. Aleph and a nun, that's for dual, for two. And for a group of men, you say Muslimun, you add the wow in the nun, Muslimun. All right, let's finish this. في سيارتي أربعة رجال. في سيارتي أربعة رجال. 4 men in my car. There are 4 men in my car. This is called, wallahi, I don't like to say this word, but mudaf ilay. I'm going to explain it. We have a chapter. It's called mudaf ilay. It's chapter number 8 or 9. A whole chapter. It's going to come. It's going to come. But this is one phrase. Arba'atu rijal. Arba'atu rijalin. Arba'atu rijalin. It's a phrase. Na'am. Alif and ta is to be added for plural feminine. Yes. 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 Now. Okay. How we doing? Is everything all right? Abi عنده زوجة. My father has one wife. All right. My father has a wife. Abi عنده زوجتان. Abi عنده زوجتان. Abi عنده 4 زوجات. All right. So listen up. Listen up. Zawjat This is just for a side benefit. Whoever gets it, gets it. Whoever doesn't get it, it's all right. Okay? Whoever gets it, gets it. Whoever doesn't get it, it's all right. Azwaj, azwaj is the plural for zawj. Don't write anything. What does zawj mean? What does zawj mean? Right, zawj, it can mean husband or wife. Zawj could be a pair, a spouse, husband or wife. Husband or wife. Okay? But when you put the tie on it, it's specifically for a wife. When you say zawjatun, now it's specifically for a woman. But zawj means wife. Zawj, it could be husband or wife. Are you with me? Zawj could be husband or wife. Okay? When we were in Yemen, I'm sure you all know this hadith that the Prophet was in i'tikaf with his wife Safiya. And he wanted to take his wife Safiya back home because it was at night. And he was passing by two companions and they looked at him and he said, "This is my wife Safiya." And they said, "Subhanallah, like we didn't think anything bad about you." When we were in Yemen, we used to understand that is the only place in the Quran and the Sunnah that has zawjatun. The Prophet said zawjati. Everything else is zawj. Everything else in the Quran and Sunnah is zawj. The only place that we know with zawjatun with a ta is that one hadith. But the whole Quran and Sunnah refers to a woman as a zawj. Are y'all with me on the same page? That's what we understood. That's what we came across. The only hadith that mentions a woman as a zawja is that one hadith. It might be more, but it was to that level. You never see it. So I want you to know that, look at this word here that is on our screen. Okay? This word that's on our screen. Zawjat, that's the plural of zawjatun. Zawjat is the plural of zawjatun of number one. Abi indahu zawjatun. As for azwaj, that's the plural of zawj. Pardon me for being technical, but I just thought it was necessary to mention. All of them is good. But zawjat is the plural of zawjatun. Zawjat is the plural of zawjatun. Okay? And azwaj is the plural of zawj. So when I use in the first sentence zawjatun, and I use in the second sentence zawjatani, is only suitable that I say arba'u zawjatin and I don't say arba'u azwaj. Are you all with me? But it's all good. It's all good. All right? It's all good. Okay? So I want all you brothers to come home and call your wife Zoji. Call it you Zoji. Don't say Zoji, to say you Zoji. Yeah, you got that? And you wives, you call your husband Zoji. Say you Zoji. He's going to be offended. Like, I know, you Zoji. I don't care what you say. Ante Zoji. Nah. I don't want to start no problem in nobody's house. All right. Let's finish this up. Listen up. This thing about Aruba'atu, we're going to get into it tomorrow. Okay. It's already, let's finish this. We're going to stop here. This is already 7:20, and I really don't want to make the class too long. Okay. We're going to stop here, and we're going to finish this up tomorrow. Okay. But I think y'all got the gist of it. But we're going to finish right from number 8. We're going to start from number 8. But I want us to take a look at Aruba'atu, or Aruba'u. We're going to take our time. Listen up. Every word, you have to know the singular, the dual, and the plural. I'm going to test y'all tomorrow. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the book. And every word, like sayaratun, you're going to say sayaratun. Mustashfa, you're going to say mustashfayatun. Like some things you just add an aleph with a ta. If it's bait, you say baitani for two. If it's sayara, say sayaratani. Tomorrow I'm going to put you to the test. I'm going to go through the back words. But listen up. Like if there is a word that comes in the book. Look what page we're on. 73, right? Let's go look at the dictionary. Y'all be patient with me. Let's look at the dictionary, the page 73. Page 73. Look at page 73. It has the singular and the plural. Okay? No excuses. It has the singular and the plural. Page 73. Nafida is window. Nawafid is the plural. Kabir is singular. Kibar is the plural. Are you with me? Use the dictionary. Listen up. Let me tell you something. Between me and you, I tried to make my book the best book. Allah knows best. Allah's the judge. But that was my niyyah. I make my book the best book. Nah, that's right. First one is singular, second one is dual, the third one is plural. So, Sophia, the prophet was taking Sophia back. No. All right, now let's do it. If somebody sees something short in my book, you fix it. Say, and you teach it. Say the Hakim should have said it like this, and this is better. But we gotta make a bulletproof program. All right. This is where we're gonna stop for the day. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك